and I'm terribly excited to have my monthly Facebook Live be with Hilary Dorr.
Okay, well, I am a homeschool mom. We have 6 kids. The ages range from, the oldest is 18 down to 4. And I have 3 boys and 3 girls.
So we're here really to talk mostly about Jameson today, your 4-year-old. So tell us about him and just sort of how things started early on with him and how you knew things weren't coming around kind of the way you were hoping.
And then when he was 9 months old, something happened and I didn't know what, and he was non-responsive. And so I threw him in the car and I took him to the hospital. And then when I got him to the hospital, he was fine. And then about 3 weeks later, he had his first set of seizures.
And so they diagnosed him with grand mal seizures.
Yeah.
And did they put him on medication?
Well, that's a funny story because they immediately wanted to put him on Keppra just because that's just what they do. And I did not want that. And so I denied that. What didn't sit right with the medication was I knew that once you put him on, you can't just take him off. And he also had tics. He had some squinty things with his eyes, like his eyes would just blink. I switched him to meat, fruit, and vegetables. That's it for probably 6 months, and then added in nuts and beans and actually meat, fruit, vegetables, and eggs. And then I added in nuts, beans, coconut, corn.
And what sort of changes did you see just with diet change?
So with just food alone, that very first cycle, we went down to 5 seizures. The diet that I was doing was something that was close to the READ diet, which is a diet for autistic kids.
And so eventually we did some testing. So let's talk about what tests we did and what we found.
But we did an organic acid test, right? And we did a food sensitivity test.
Yep.
And we did a stool test.
Because I remember looking at his final test results going, oh my gosh, this is some of the worst values I've seen. He was the classic presentation of a biomed kid.
Biocidin, she had him on probiotics, she had him on oxalate scavenger, mitocore, that he's seizure free, and he's just taking supplements and food. And I'm still really strict on his diet, but he's just doing supplements and food and living his best life.